Today on Provost Park Pass, I'm going to show you all the secrets revealed of the Mickey and Friends parking structure. What? Oh my gosh, there's so much to learn on this video, it's crazy. Now we're only talking about Mickey and Friends parking structure, not the Pixar Pal parking structure, just Mickey and Friends. To be clear, we're not doing the Pixar Pal parking, also known as PPP. What? Provost Park Pass. We're not doing this one. We're doing the Mickey and Friends parking today. Wow, windy. If you're coming to Disneyland and you use the parking structure, you park in the parking structure in Mickey and Friends. Then after you park your car, you come down here and they're gonna have a little area where you go through for security, and then you'll be able to get on a tram, and the tram will then take you to Disneyland. We're excited to have the trams back. They've been gone a long time. But it's kind of nice because you've already gone through security right here, so you don't have to do it when they drop you off. This Mickey right here denotes parking. See this little Mickey, he's got the ears. This is the back of Mickey, by the way. And you want me to ask yourself, well, how do you know that that's the back of Mickey? Because you come around here and what do you see? The gold buttons in the front of his trousers, his shorts. Then, if you look on top of the signs, what do you see on top of these signs? You see that same Mickey. Each sign has them. A fun little piece of trivia is that the giant Mickey out here with the buttons right here, it only has buttons on one side, but if you look up on these little ornaments on the top of the signs, they have buttons on both sides. What does that mean? Does that mean it's like an ambidextrous Mickey? I don't know, but there's buttons on both sides. And on the back of the Mickey signs, parking signs, you see that little emblem there as well. There's the Mickey on top. Let's come around and take a look at it from over here. There are 6 levels to this parking structure, 6 different levels. So let's talk about these different levels. There's the ground level, of course, we'll get to that in just a moment, but there's the second level. This is, Daisy Duck, one of my very favorite characters. I love her so much. Daisy Duck is on the second level, and that's where the cast members park, is on the second level. Level number 3, if you park there, that is the Mickey level, and then level number 4, that's the Goofy level. Mickey is red, and Goofy is the green level. Donald is the 5th level, blue, 5th level, and then Minnie Mouse, she's the 6th level. Minnie's on top. Pink for Minnie. Let me tell you what happened. We had some Patreon members who says, can you do a secrets revealed on the parking structure? And I'm like, that sounds absolutely wonderful. Let's do it. So I started doing my own research. When I was doing my research, I reached out to my contacts at Disney and say, we're gonna be talking about the parking structure. Do you have any information that you could share? They're like, no problem. And then they sent me over all this information about the parking structure. I literally took my research and like wadded it up. I was like, oh my gosh, and threw it over my shoulder. There's a lot of history and a lot of cool things about this particular building. It's really a huge it's a huge architectural feat. This structure is enormous. It goes all the way down there. This is all for parking. It goes right along here. Then there's a little divide in that building, and then you got parking on the other side. It is absolutely massive. Massive. This had been a dream of mine. Like when I was a kid, to be able to come here and skateboard. I love skateboarding, still do, but to skateboard and something like this would be empty. Of course, you can't do that because it's private property, but that would have been a dream. Let's talk about how big this parking structure is. This is one section right over here. Then you go right over here to the other section. This is where they have all the parking. How big is this building? How much it can big? Well, let's compare it to something that maybe your brain can wrap around. This building would fit one regulation size golf course that's 6,000 yards long. What? But if you're not into golf, that's okay. If you're not into golf, but you're into water skiing, this can fit 7 regulation water ski courses with ski jumps. But you might be thinking, I don't know much about water skiing. That's okay. It can fit 43 professional baseball fields. What? But you might think, I don't understand about baseball. That's okay. It can have 50 soccer fields. What? You might be thinking, but I don't play soccer. That's okay. It could have 65 football fields, including their end zones. What? You might be thinking, I don't play football. That's okay. You could have 70 field hockey fields. What? You don't play field hockey? That's okay. You could have 223 ice hockey rinks in here. What? If you don't play ice hockey? That's okay. You could have 808 basketball courts in here. What? But you don't play basketball? That's okay. You could have 1,357 doubles tennis courts in here. Yeah, What? You don't play tennis? That's okay. You could have 2,183 sand volleyball courts could fit this entire building. This place is huge. Okay, but you might be saying, I don't play sports, so I don't even understand any of that analogy. That's not a problem. You could take 2 American aircraft carriers, our larger ships, and put them side by side, and that would equal this building. Whoa. It is the largest parking structure in the Western United States. And we're only talking about Mickey and Friends, because we're just talking about Mickey and Friends here. We're not including the add-on part where Pixar Pal Parking, PPP, is also attached. That would just make, I mean, come on, that's just getting ridiculous. We start including those numbers. Now, when you park, there are little sensors on the ceiling here. These sensors will let you know if a parking spot is available. So you see this right here, how it's green? That lets you know that this parking spot is available to park there. If it turns red, that means there's no parking there. So that way, when you look down, you see all the green, that lets you know. There are 3 colors. There's green, red, and blue. Blue lets you know that this is handicap parking. There's a handicap parking right here. So you see a little blue spot and you have a handicap parking placard, you can park in that blue spot. Green and red is what you're looking, most of us will be looking for. Green and red, green and red. Let's talk about how many different light fixtures are here. There's over 5,600 light fixtures in this parking structure. 5,600! They've used over 60 miles of cable, of conduit, to power all the different lights here in the parking structure. 60 miles. Depending on the level that you're on, there's color coded, as you know, like Mickey is the red level. So when you come and you park your car, you're gonna walk down and get on this nice little pathway that'll take you down to the escalators. The pathway here, they have these tiles. These tiles are also color coded to the level that you're on. So if you're on the Mickey Mouse red level, the tile is also going to be red. This is a game that Miles loves to play. He loves to run and jump over that and stay on the tile like this. These tiles are called terrazzo, T-E-R-R-A-Z-Z-O, terrazzo ceramic tiling. Let's talk about these little walkways right here. We don't think a lot about them, but these walkways are designed for comfort. One of the things they do, they have right over here off the side, if you look up, you see these are sunscreens that keeps the sun out. So when you're walking along, the sun's setting, the sun doesn't come in on people. Little aluminum sunscreens. Disney also has stainless steel planters for plants right there, keeping it green. I did a whole video about the top 10 trash cans at Disneyland, and the parking structure has their own trash cans, but they did not make the list. I think they're kind of plain Jane, but they do kind of look like a little parking structure, right there. As you look at the garbage cans here on the parking structure, you'll notice they have like a little rainbow color there. That denotes the levels, the color levels of the parking structure. Pink for Daisy, blue for Donald, green for Goofy, we got red for Mickey, and then purple for Daisy. What? They're telling you all the time, the different levels. Disney, messing with your mind all the time. When you're parking, be sure to denote where you're parking. They have these little signs here on the little columns. So find that. First thing you want to do, here's a little tip and trick. Take a picture of it with your phone so you can remember where you parked. There's nothing worse at the end of the day, you're like tired, the family and kids are upset, you don't know what's going on. You're like, what have I just done with all my money? I don't know what's going on. And you can't remember where you parked. But so what you do, you look at your phone, you find that picture, boom, pal, you know right where you parked. Okay, so you can see the cement here. They've kind of scraped it when the cement was drying. They scraped it like this in a circular motion. That makes these grooves to cause traction for the cars. Now, I am super disappointed, guys. I can't find it. I was told that it's up here on the Mickey level, in the cement somewhere over here, kind of along by this area here. There is a Hidden Micky that's been scraped into the cement where it made a circle, then another circle, another one on top of it. There's one of them here in the parking structure. I have been looking for it. I have not found it. I cannot find it. So I'm super disappointed. I'm sorry about that. I'll keep looking for it, but it's somewhere Took every one of these stairs and you stacked them end to end and you walked up, it would be more than halfway all the way up to the Empire State Building. More than halfway. From floor to the ceiling is 10 feet 6 inches on levels 2 through 5. No more dunking for me. Can't touch the ceiling anymore. 10 feet 6 inches. But on floors 2 through 5, the clearance is 7 feet 2 inches. This is the clearance right here. Boom, right there's your clearance. The ceiling is 10 feet 6 inches, but then you have these clearance bars at 7 feet 2 inches. If you come down to level number 1, the ceiling from ceiling to floor is 17 feet. 17 feet from ceiling to floor on level number 1. The clearance bars here on level number 1 are 13 feet 10 inches tall. How tall is it? That's super tall. Now we're here at the Goofy level. Of course, you can see, what do you see? Green tile. Okay, so here we are on Donald's level, which is the blue level. What do you see? Blue tile, and the columns have been painted blue. And here we are at the very top level, and you see this is pink. Pink for Minnie Mouse. What? They don't have the columns pink up here though, because there is no columns, because the 6th level is open air. You get the sunshine, you get the air. All right, we're trying to do this when it's not so windy, but man, it is windy. Okay, this is really cool. We got the very top of the parking structure. You see that little ramp right there? Let me zoom in for you. Little ramp right there. This parking structure primarily services traffic from I-5. They have what's called a flyover. What's a flyover? A highway flyover is when it goes, like a road goes over. There is a flyover from I-5 that takes you directly right here to the parking structure. Literally, at the end of the night, you can get on that and they'll take you right to I-5. Just its own little road. Ah! All right, so now we are level parking 2. What color do you see? Purple. Purple, purple, purple for Daisy Duck. Daisy, 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 purple, purple, purple. I love Daisy Duck. I think she's amazing. She's got a little bit of attitude, a little bit of sass. She keeps Donald in check. She's an amazing, amazing character. And her surge in popularity has happened in the last couple of years. It used to always be, they could call it the Fab Five: Donald, Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, and Pluto. But now they call it the Sensational Six. And they would include Daisy in that, which I really appreciate them doing that. I kind of love Daisy. Level number 1 is the Chip and Dale level. Chip and Dale. Now, most people don't know that it's Chip and Dale. They just think of it as level number 1, but it's technically Chip and Dale. And I think the color is brown. But if you get an elevator, a little button I'll show you. A little button has Chip and Dale on it, and also these little parking things out here. But most people do not park in level 1. You have to have special access to park down here. Chip and Dale, Chip and Dale. And a good way to remember that is Chip has like a little chocolate chip nose, and Dale's got the red nose. So if you can never remember which is which one, Chip has the black nose, Dale's got the red nose. Chocolate chip for Chip. There are 10 lanes to come into the park. You see them, all these cars zipping right in there parking. There are 10 different lanes that cars come into. Now, if you want to know a little secret about that, the lane that's least used is the one on the far left. So come left, that's what lane that's least used. There are 6 lanes to take you out of the parking structure. 10 to go in, 6 to come out. You can see all the cars are still coming in to go down there to park at Disney. You can see all the red lights down there. Those are cars that are waiting to get in. Let's talk about how efficient they are here with parking at Disney. The Disney cast members who work in this parking structure are amazing. They can handle 3,600 cars an hour, 3,600 cars an hour. That equals to 1 car per second. What? 1 car per second. When Disneyland reopened right after the pandemic, they were a little short staffed, so they took a lot of the parking staff and had them go work in the park, working attractions. Most of them wanted to come back to parking because they love working at parking. They work hard and have a great culture here in the parking area. I mean, literally, this is probably, if I wasn't working on Canoes or Jungle Cruise, this is where I'd want to work, is in parking, because these guys and gals are amazing. We love you, parking CMs. The parking structure was completed on May 29th in the year 2000. They opened it to the public on June 27th in the year 2000. The building footprint here for the Mickey and Friends parking structure is 633,333 feet. 633,333 feet. Square feet. I like that number. The site area that this building sits on is 18 acres, or if you prefer feet, that equals 784,040 square feet. The building size is 1,155 feet long, but if you're gonna go from side to side, that is 606 feet. If you were to take all of this whole building, the whole building, it is 3,771,000 square feet. Or 86.6 acres. The building structure is 69 feet and 7 inches tall. That's this right here. I don't know how tall it is with the inclusion of the elevator shafts. But as far as the building itself, that is 69 feet and 7 inches tall. It is also connected to two of the world's longest and tallest clear span escalators right there, levels 5 and 6. Now we need to talk about escalators. Escalators! The Micky and Friends parking structure has 10 escalators, 10 of them. If you were to take all of them and line them up in a straight line, it would equal the length of one football field. You really want to keep a particular eye out though for the escalators that go up to levels 5 and 6. I'll tell you why. Here's the escalators that are coming down from 5 and 6. These are long escalators. Like, really long. So my contact at Disney told me that these two escalators that go up to level 5 and 6 are the two longest and tallest clear span escalators made. Now, I don't know what a clear span escalator is, but I take Disney's word for it. I trust them. So you guys, we're on a piece of a Marvel invention right here, riding these escalators. The two tallest and longest clear span escalators right here at Disney. Who knew? So if you go up an escalator, like say level 3 there, but you get to number 4, there's little tiny escalators that'll take you up the next level. So if you come up like escalator 3 and 4, there's a little escalator then will take you to 4. And same thing, if you take an escalator, takes you up to from 5 to 6, it'll be a little escalator take you up to 6. These are the little ones that take you up to level 6. I felt that I had to ride the escalator down because this is a marvelous feat of engineering. I'm on one of the two tallest and longest clear span escalators in the world. I don't know what that means, but it sounds awfully cool. I don't know if this was you guys. When I was little, escalators scared the heck out of me. Like, I was terrified to get on them. Miles has never had a problem with them. He just, like, we have to sometimes slow him down because I feel like he's gonna tumble. Like, he just goes so fast. So, I don't know, did escalators ever give you like the heebie-jeebies as a kid? Or an adult? If they do, then you're not gonna like this one. I don't know if you guys know this, it's the tallest and longest clear span escalator in the world. Now, in addition to the escalators, they also have elevators. There's two sets of elevators here. There's two elevators here, and then there's two elevators right over there. Plus, also, right over there, they have restrooms. That's really good for when you get kids here, you get here excited, they might use a little potty break. There's a restroom right there before you even get to the park. All right, so now we're gonna get into the elevator. Look down the elevator, guys. What? Now, I wanted to show you this. The reason I wanted to show you this is, there it is, the Chippendale elevator button. Then you've got Daisy, Mickey, Goofy, Donald, and Minnie, and those are the colors right there. But I don't know why theirs is green when it's actually brown. And by the way, that looks like blue. Daisy's purple. Just got a hot tip from parking. They kind of pointed me in a different direction where to see this Hidden Micky. So I'm gonna go check it out, see if I can find it. This was like a group effort. Everybody had to help me find this. There it is. It is on, we're on the Daisy level. We're on the Daisy level. So this is the, you can see the little circle there. Yeah, and you can't, but you guys are not gonna be able to come down here because this is kind of like a little area, restricted area, but they allowed me to come down here to take a look at it.
Okay.
Do you love it?
I love it, but how about, did you take it? Put some gloves.
Oh my gosh, put the little beanie, there you go, thank you. Oh my gosh, it looks so good.
Oh, yay.
Yay. All right, we decided to make it even a little bit better. Got the hat, the gloves. And it's even got better now, it's got a little name tag.
Hey.
I love the parking staff so much. They are so kind, they're so good, and I'm so glad I was able to find that Hidden Micky. Woo! I mean, like, I was trying my best to find it. We finally found it. It's on the Daisy parking level, guys. Thank you so much, parking staff. You know who you are, for allowing me into that area so I could see that. You guys are the best. So the one thing I didn't talk about, people might be like, hey, you didn't talk about this, because I don't know, and Disney didn't really supply that information because they call it creative parking, is how many parking stalls how many cars can park here? I know it's over 10,000, but I don't know the exact numbers. And they say that they don't really know because they can do some, what they call creative parking, to make sure they get enough cars, people to park in here. That's a lot. Another thing that Disney does, they have closed circuit TV in here to monitor the parking area. I still wouldn't ever leave your valuables in a car. That's good practice never to do that. But it is being monitored, which is, you know, just Disney doing Disney. You guys are awesome. I hope you had fun with this video. It's kind of a fun video to do. I just want to say thank you to my friends over at Disney for giving this information. When I was doing this research, I didn't know most of these facts. I couldn't find them. Thank you for providing that for me. Now, here's what you want to do. You want to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell, because our next video is going to be about a secret revealed of an attraction you probably have never ridden, and it got shut down because of bees. What? Stay tuned.